Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to talk about Brandon Schuttig. He was in jail with Wade and he just did an interview with Benji. So I want to play some clips from that interview and then go over some of his history and records and stuff and mugshots and thoughts on some of that stuff he said. So yeah, he went to jail with Wade. He has the same Joker, like what do you call that? The stitches in the mouth, or it looks like the mouth's cut or whatever, like the Joker. He has that same tattoo on him. It's a little bit different. He has 3 little stitches on each side. Wade has 6 on each side. And also he doesn't have them like across his lips like Wade does. But okay, so I'm gonna play parts from the interview where he's talking about Wade. I cut out the other stuff, but I kept in all the stuff where he talks about Wade. I'll probably stop it in between and talk a little bit about some stuff. But here it is.
I did do time with Wade. You heard the story about him and that other dude trying to break out the cell?
Yeah.
I was there for that. Like, so after that, they put a single cell, like a pretty much a secure cell. And I think I was in cell 10 and he was in cell 9. His cell had like every time Wade left out the cell, he'd have to have like 3 officers. They'd have to cuff him before he got out the cell, and he would have like 3 officers escort him. Since he's a high custody and a high profile case, and he's in there for murder. Me, I was literally only there next to him because I had to be in a single cell because I broke my arm. And it was just a coincidence. This has nothing to do with Wade. It just was a coincidental like situation. When we met, we both had him. Wade wouldn't be able to go check his kiosk and like his messages and stuff like that. He wouldn't be able to go check his thing. So he did give me his information, go check his kiosk, because I'm allowed out. I'm not like in trouble. I just broke my arm. So I mean, and I feel like maybe the officers, maybe the people weren't like treating him the best. I think he had a canteen situation. I don't know if he wasn't allowed to order canteen at that time, but I do know I helped him out with that. But we also worked out a lot. Every time we did burpees, every time, like I heard his feet hit the floor out here, boom. Like we used to just work out and in cells next to each other. Um, but yeah, like we talked a lot, and he told me. I asked him a lot of questions because I just heard like things I heard. I just know what he's told me. No, look, listen to this. It's not even what he told me, but I've been in. I did time where he was at. So you know how the girls died. Well, they said they found one off on the road or something. He had the girl in the trunk or whatever. I don't know, but I guess there was pictures where this girl's heart was like out. Honestly, if you meet Wade, the shit that I've heard does not add up with his personality. Like, I guess, pictures of bodies or pictures of stuff the right. Well, I guess there was a picture of her heart. I don't know. I guess he. She had the picture of the heart on the wall in his cell. I don't know. The girl's heart, like probably with two, like on the wall. I don't know. Just that's a little off, in his cell of the girl, the girl that died.
Where did he get this picture from?
Probably Discovery. See me kind of like with longer
Wade has
hair and
pictures of one of the women's hearts in his cell from the evidence.
I don't know. I'm kind of having trouble believing that he has a picture of Diane's heart in his cell. First of all, the guards would never let him have that. And I don't think there is a picture of the heart in the discovery. I mean, I guess they would have the autopsy pictures, but I'm having trouble believing that. I wonder if he just had some kind of like picture and he thought that's what it was. I don't know. Or what do you guys think about that? I need your input on this. We should do a live because I would also I have all his reports if you want to read through them. Now after this interview, I do go through like all his charges, but I don't go in depth of the specifics like the incident reports. But we could do that on a live if you guys are interested. Let me know. but I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this heart picture in the comments. All right, I'm going to continue.
Also, I did mention a thing that is a fact that, you know, that jumpsuit Pablo guy, the other YouTuber, he said something. Well, he like did kind of like investigated what I told him, and it checked out. Wade had, I think he beat this charge. I don't know what it is, but literally, like he's like gave me some paperwork through the door, and it was about that dude from Deadliest Catch with the anchor on his face. Something about for 80 grand. So therefore, Wade was basically telling me he was a hitman. No, he really was. He told me some stories. Now I'm gonna tell you that. So I'm gonna tell these stories. I just want to say what I told Jump to Pablo. Like nobody heard except throughout my mouth. That actually never even was a thing to check out about the because I guess somebody that Wade used to date is actually dating the dude from Deadliest Catch and all just extra stuff like that. Like it just but Wade said basically from he's like from he being like Boca Raton, West Palm Beach area. I don't know. You know the he told me I don't know if this checks out, but there's the owner of Brazzers live in West Palm Beach, Icy Mike. I don't know. But that's off topic. But like that's the other thing he told me.
What about that?
Icy Mike's.
Were they friends?
Check that out actually for me. If his name's Icy Mike and does he live in West Palm Beach area? Also, yeah, no, Wade had a Hellcat. Also, I've seen that on his you know, when I checked his kiosk and went on his photos. Because he used to like have me check. Literally when I started talking to that dude, I think this is how it started. I said, dude, I heard you done kill some girls. And then he just told me all about it. Like,
Say.
no, like he told me what happened. And honestly, he basically said that it wasn't like a thing for him at first. Like, but it kind of like was interesting to him.
What do you mean?
To like to kill people, basically. It was like different ways too. I literally felt like he knew he was gonna die probably, and he would tell me his whole life like he was trying to give me his life. Like Wade told me like stories. Like one time he pretty much, you know, I don't know what he did to the person before like he threw him to the sharks. That sounds crazy. But I guess he watched somebody get ate up by sharks one time. He told me, listen, this man only got caught for what he got caught for.
Mm-hmm.
There was another situation where he told me that there was this one dude that he brought out like I don't know, like just I don't know, like somewhere to like some type of like shed or something like that. Not I don't know, like I wasn't there, so I can't give you the image of like where he brought the person. Just to remember what he told me. That he brought a girl with him this time. I don't know who, but the fact is that he brought this girl with him for this. And the fact is that he brought her and he had her do something also because he did bring her. And
What's her name, Kelly?
What's her name? No, no, I don't know. But I'm gonna say this. He gave the girl the knife and said, like, you gotta do something, basically. And like she didn't really have an option. She had to do something like to the dude, like cause she's with him. And like, I don't know, that's just the thing. And out of all things that she could have did, she started cutting the dude's arm. I don't know why, but you know, she just started cutting down his arm. He told me that story.
Okay, so I want to go over the whole face tattoo thing. I'm just curious. He said that they both had him when they met, but the timeline is just not matching. Unless you guys got to help me out on this. Okay. So let's go back to when he said he ended up meeting Wade. It sounds like he met him after they escape. After Wade tried to escape, then they moved Wade to the cell, basically right next to him. Okay. So that's when they met, it sounds like, right? Which is 10/2. So October 2nd is the whole date of the attempted escape. So it's around that time they moved Wade to a different cell, and it was the cell right next to Brandon. Deputy made contact with jail personnel who advised they received information from inmate white male Vladimir Nunez, born blah blah blah, who advised he has information about a possible escape attempt that is set to occur tonight. 9/30/2020, or tomorrow night, 10/1/2020. Anyway, so it's 2020. It's about a year after the murders. Oh, like a week shy of a year. And he didn't have his tattoos yet on his face. See? And I'm pretty sure he didn't get those until, like, they said when he was awaiting trial. So, like, it was weird that he ended up getting them when it was so close to trial. I think it was within that year of the trial happening that he got those face tattoos, which makes no sense. You know, like, he's about to go to trial and you're going to get all those tattoos. So I don't know why the cellmate said that. I mean, unless if I'm mistaken, but he said that he had the tattoos when he met him. He meant the face ones because he pointed and they have that same stitches face thing across, like across the mouth. The ones that they have the same thing on the mouth. That's what he said. Like they just happen to both have it when they met. Let me know what you guys think. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just like little things that makes you like wonder, because you want to be able to, when you're hearing somebody tell these stories, you want to know if you could like trust how credible they are. I'm not saying this guy's a liar, but like maybe his memory's not good. Maybe, I don't know. Like, there could be any factors at play here. But if you like hear a story and everything checks out, then you're like, okay, you know, you're more prone to believe in him, everything he says. But if things don't check out, it's like, wait a minute. Could he be mistaken on some of this other stuff? Like, for instance, the heart. Because, you know, it's important because I want to know if, like, for instance, the picture of the heart in the jail, is that true? But, like, if we're finding holes in the other parts of the story, then maybe that's not true. But if everything checks out with everything else, then maybe the heart picture is true. So it is important to me to figure this out because, I mean, I don't know this guy. So, okay, so I just want to show you a few things here. How I came to the conclusion that I think Brandon got those tattoos between the years 2020 and 2021. Okay. So these are usually the mug shots when they get booked, right? So this is 2/20/2020, right? So that's his mug shot when he goes in. He doesn't come out till 2024, but he does get transferred from Lee County to the Department of Corrections, to the prison, right? Which when that happens, as we saw with Wade, then they give you a new booking photo for the new place, right? So here is, he goes in at 2020, no tattoos on his face, right? And then when he gets transferred 2021, okay, so here is his transfer here from when he goes from Lee County to Florida Department of Corrections, right? Just like Wade has his. Let me bring Wade's over. Just like Wade has his, right? Right here. Okay. So just like Wade has his right here, this is his, right? We know when he got transferred from Lee County, August 30th, 2024, they took a photo. So he got 7/19/2021 is when he went there. And then that matches. So June 30th. So this is when he was sentenced. And then he's officially incarcerated July 19th, 2021, right? Okay. I'm just trying to put everything into perspective. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but from the way it looks like it works is from Lee County to the Department of Corrections to when you get sentenced, you take another picture, right? And then his original picture when he got booked is, where is it? This one right here. So this is the one where he was booked on February 20th, 2020. Released July 19th, 2021. And we know he was released into the Department of Corrections, where he spent basically 3 years because he got out in 2024, right? So basically, he was with Wade in 2020, right? He was with Wade for a year and a half in Lee County. Maybe he didn't actually meet Wade and came in, more close quarters until after the attempted escape, because then they moved Wade, and then he was what? 2 cells down or whatever he says, which we're going to watch the rest of that interview. But I just want to show you. Real quick. The escape was 10/2/2020. So the way it sounds is after the escape is when he actually probably came more in close quarters with Wade and actually met him, because then they moved him and he said he was, a couple cells down. So
I did do time with Wade. You heard the story about him and that other dude trying to break out the cell?
Yeah.
I was there for that. Like, so after that, they put a single cell, like a pretty much a secure cell, And I think I was in cell 10 and he was in cell 9.
So that's 10 to 2020, right? So from 10 to 2020 to 7/19/2021 is the time he had with Wade, it looks like. So almost a year, like 9 months is when he was like a couple cells down from him, because that was after the escape. Okay. So the question is did Wade have the tattoos before 7/19/2021? I just realized I might be wrong about something. So this might not be a current photo as far as when he was booked to 2020. This might not be a photo from then. And the reason I'm thinking maybe not is because this is the photo that they had up for Wade's up until after his sentence. This was the photo that they had up for his booking for the murder for 2019. I know this is 7/1/19, but this is the actual photo that they took from the July assault of Mila, right? But if you go back now, they have this up for this case, right? For the murder case, his recent case. But this picture wasn't the picture they had up until the sentence. It was this picture. So they were using the previous booking picture for his most current booking when that wasn't the current photo. Does that make sense? They just updated this. I think what happened is after he got sentenced and he was transferring to Florida Corrections, he was transferring out of Lee County. They must have taken another mugshot and used that because maybe they just forgot to do it, or they don't. I don't know. I don't know what their madness was, but so they took that to use for their booking for Lee County, and then they took another one for when he got into the death row, right? So I do believe that this was taken after a sentence and then before he left Lee County, and then they did another one. But it must have even cut his hair a little bit shorter. Got into death row, right? Or the Florida Department of Corrections. So now that I'm thinking, maybe this wasn't the current photo. Maybe that for something like that, when they're going to be transferred in and they're waiting for trial, maybe they just use the old booking photo until they get their sentence, and then they, I don't know, use this. I mean, it's different because he's gonna be there forever. He's on death row, so I don't really know. I don't, but so I don't know. I can't say for sure if this was the current booking photo, because this could have been from the 2019 booking. I don't know. I know with Wade that they didn't update it for some reason, so my whole theory about what was going on, I don't know. So about him either getting a tattoo within that year and a half he was in Lee County, because this compared to this, right? Either they didn't update it, or he did get the tattoo within the year and a half that he was there. So I don't know, guys. But regardless, did Wade get his before July of 2021? Because he would already had his, and if he didn't, then did he copy off of it? I just want to know, because, but I mean, this guy in the interview, this Brandon, he does say they both had him when he met him, and we know they met. He's talking about after the escape, which the escape was or 10/2/2020. Okay, so I looked up his stuff. Here he is. He's got a lot of arrests. 2 aggravated battery. Should have known victim was pregnant. Wow. All right, that's crazy. Battery, touch, or strike. Dang it. These are all violence ones so far. Battery, touch, or strike. Vehicle theft. Probation violation. Probation violation. Probation violation. Probation violation. Cocaine possession with intent to sell. Without support, child support, looks like, right? Not paying child support, cocaine possession. Without support. Municipal ordinance violation, loitering. No driver's license, drug possession. Petty theft. This is the latest one. We got withhold support, petty theft, possession of controlled substance, resisting officer, drug equipment possession, moving traffic violation, resisting officer, hit and run, leave scene of crash, which so that he was honest about his charges, sale of controlled substance, cocaine possession, sale of controlled substance, drugs possession. So he did get released in 2024, 5/12/2024. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here. If you guys want me to go through like detailed reports of his charges, we can do it on a live. Let me know if you guys would be interested in doing that. I haven't been live in too long. All right, guys, let me know. Have a good night. Bye. I miss you guys. Bye.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed.